Good morning, Tom O'Connor here from ILTACON2017. We're at the Case Manager Pro booth on the exhibit hall floor with my old buddy Dave Clark, the IT director. It's going real well. Wait a minute, now you cut me off when you're saying the name of your firm?
Probably. Oh, well,
Kirton McConkie. Kirton McConkie in Salt Lake City.
That's correct.
Yes. Dave and I go way back in the technology biz too. Well, we won't talk about how far back we go.
We could be here for a while.
Yeah. It's like, let's just say if we were talking about the Bible, we'd be talking Deuteronomy.
Or we could be talking Notre Dame football.
Oh no, please! It's too early in the morning to get depressed.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
We'll get there.
What we are talking about, Dave, and I really wanted to get your opinion on this, is we're having discussions with people about what we've been calling the failed promise of technology. You know, we had these high expectations that technology would make us more efficient. You know, when I first met you, you were doing an implementation for a firm I was at to move from a Syntrex into the wonderful world of Novell Land. Yes, absolutely. And you know, the idea was to make themselves, as a firm, more efficient, work quicker, work faster,
collaborate.
Yes. But in a lot of cases, we seem to be falling short of that. And maybe it's just that the expectations are too high. But I'm wondering what your take on that is. What are we expecting too much of technology?
I think there's still that divide between the firm management and maybe the attorneys and IT, for that matter. You know, the problem that we have in our firm is, you know, we have all kinds of great technology in the firm that's been established for a long time. I mean, we've got ShoreTel has been there for almost 10 years, NetDocuments for 8. And yet we don't get the opportunity to really reach out to the attorneys and really show them how they can be more efficient with some of these products that we have out there. So I think that's the biggest issue that we have is training is a big issue.
That's a point that we were just talking to Craig Ball a few minutes ago, and he said the exact same thing. He said, the technology hasn't failed, the tools are there, but we're not getting the people to use them.
It's the management, I think, that doesn't really buy into it, or maybe the attorneys don't, or maybe we're not explaining to the management of the firm exactly what the products can do for them, or they're not listening. I mean, it's a big issue in our firm.
And it's funny you should say that, because we did a webinar on this subject. Our erstwhile cameraman is Chuck Cole from Case Manager, and we were referencing in that webinar the Altman-Weil survey that came out a few months ago that said exactly that. The disconnect between management, top level management or partners at law firms,
exactly.
Either not believing in it or just, you know, not. That was the disconnect that they found.
It comes down to, okay, do we really want to get 10 attorneys in for a lunch training session for 30 minutes when, you know, those 10 attorneys are losing $200 of billable time, you know, and times that by 10, oh my heck, we're going to lose $2,000 worth of billable time because we've gotten 10 attorneys out of their office for a half hour. And it's just, come on, you know, what we can do is make them better attorneys if you at least give us the opportunity.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm hearing you zero in on training.
Well, so I'll give you an example. You know, I met with our executive committee about 6 months ago, and one of the members of the executive committee asked me, he goes, I want you to give us some ideas as to how to better train the attorneys. And I almost burst out laughing because I'm like, you know, really, it comes down to what you guys allow me to do and what you guys push the attorneys to do. You know, I was in the training environment. You know, when we were working with you guys down in San Diego, we hired a company to come down and do training with you.
That's right.
And was it pushed on the attorneys and the staff, meaning not necessarily pushed, but was it required?
Was it required?
So that they had to spend an hour. And really, attorneys are smart guys and women. I mean, if you give them, you know, if you say, hey, I'm going to give you 30 minutes, I'm going to give you the nuts and bolts of what you really need to do. And if nothing else, what that does is it piques their interest as to what else that product can do. And then, you know, maybe they'll reach out again for another 30-minute increment. So I really think it is about the training, because all of this technology we have is awesome technology. and it can do awesome things, you know, for the firm. But if we don't show, you know, I'm that way. You know, I'm a jack of all trades, master of nothing. So when it comes to learning a product, I learn the most important aspects of that product, and I have a hard time getting into the nuts and bolts and, you know, in the weeds of the product. And I would do a better job of using those products if I got trained AutoCAD.